another babysitter, I'll give you a call and you can come and get me.
Sure.
Okay, now you be careful. Don't drink too much. Don't try and keep up with Gary.
We're just gonna have a couple of beers. I'll be right back.
Just be careful.
Okay.
Have a good time.
Later.
Where's your coat?
In the car.
Put the can on your forehead.
Oh, no.
Make a 360 without spilling a drop.
Oh.
Okay? The first person to do that wins an entire six-pack. How about that? And since Dave is our new Sarge, he can be the Spider. Okay, fellas. I'll tell you what. You come on. Here, right here. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Get set.
All right.
Go!
Go. I'll tell you what. Here, each of you win. I'm here. Here, take it another one here. I'll tell you what. I forgot to tell you. You have to chug lug those whole things right there. Chug that baby. Let's go.
Hey, Miller. Let's go get some killer tequila margaritas I heard about.
All right.
Hey, you.
This guy will never be a sergeant.
You'll never be so long.
Hey, oh, wait, one for the road here. Three for the road. That'll get you ready for whatever comes up next, all right?
Great party.
Shut up. Here you go, baby. Watch still. Take it down. Watch big hole right there.
Okay, these four guys, anyway, you'll pack him up the hill. Okay, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Yeah, well, probably could go ahead and call a lab and get some blood set up on this guy.
Okay. Stop bleeding from the ears. Give him the CPR. Somebody call the surgical rep.
Dan, stop just a
That,
minute. I can't feel a thing.
that's it. We've lost him. Nothing more we can do.
So young.
Are you in any pain?
No, just my shoulder.
Pupils are reactive,
Can you move your legs?
thin collared.
Yeah.
We better get a neurological evaluation. No, nobody there this time of the night. We'll have to hold him over for a consult tomorrow. Will you deal with that, nurse?
Certainly, Dr. Maynard. I'll order a bed for him.
Smells like a brewery.
The state trooper wants a BAC and a drug test.
Private Bratton,
Yes, sir.
I'm Trooper Jackie Strode with the Kentucky State Police. I'm the investigating officer of your traffic accident.
Then can you tell me how my friend's doing?
Yes, sir. Your friend was dead on arrival at the hospital. I'm going to present the evidence from the traffic accident to the grand jury. There's a possibility you might be indicted for murder. I've notified the post. The MPs will be along to get you whenever the hospital releases you. Sorry about your friend.
Look at you. Drunken fool, all messed up. Jimmy should see you now. Where'd Gary go? Back to barracks? Jimmy, where's Gary? Where is he? What happened? Jimmy? Jimmy?
Kathy, Gary's dead.
Jim, no.
Now they said he might charge me with murder.
What's gonna happen?
I've been in contact with the DA's office, and I believe we can bargain with them. They'll drop the manslaughter charges if we take a guilty on the DUI. And what this means is a $1,000 fine. You'll lose your driving privileges for 2 years and a suspended 6-month jail sentence.
What do you think, Kathy? You and Jimmy are in on this too.
Mr. Cobb, if Jimmy pleads guilty to the DUI, he won't go to jail, will he? I don't think I can manage that.
No, Kathy, I don't think he'll go to jail.
I tell you, man, I don't know what happened. I shouldn't have given him the beer.
I know, and I shouldn't have let him leave.
We were having such a good time, and God, I can't believe he's dead.
I can't believe it either.
I don't know. I'm never.
Mr. First Sergeant.
Corporal Elton, Sergeant Richards, I want to see you two as soon as the old man gets through with you.
Yes,
I just got called up brigade in the meeting. You two stand by, and I'll see you when I get back. And I especially want to talk to you, Sergeant Richards. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, Elton, you not only gave Bratton and Miller the 6-packs they were chug-a-lugging, but before they left, you also gave them a shot of liquor for the road. Is that right?
Yes, sir, Captain. Well, I was having this contest, and I was giving beer away for prizes. And so when they said they were leaving, I offered them one for the road. And so they took it.
I see. One for the road. Like a damn pusher, Elton? What a friend. I may charge you under Article 92 violation. Let me read to you what AR 600-85 states. You will not promote any official function or unofficial function which glamorizes the abuse of alcohol through drinking contests, games, or initiations, or the awarding of alcoholic beverages as prizes for the contest. Stay put, Elton. I'm not done with you yet. As for you, Sergeant Richards, it was your party. Didn't you see what was going on? Weren't you paying any attention?
Sir, Betsy, that's my fiancée, and I were worried about those two. And I mentioned to Bratton that he didn't really have to drink that 6-pack all at one time. And he says, I can handle it. Betsy even said something about driving your condition and you'll polish him off. She even offered to drive him home. Of course, I refused. I guess I should have stopped him from leaving. But I didn't want to mess up Bob's party here, so we let him go. Now we should get him.
All right, Sergeant Richards, but you and I will have a one-on-one counseling later, and I will discuss with you in minute detail your responsibilities and duties as a non-commissioned officer, both on and off duty. What are you looking at, Elton? I hold you more responsible for what happened here. Can't you see we're in this army together? We're supposed to keep each other out of jams like this. But thanks to your little contest, it's cost me a soldier, you a friend, and you've got another friend in very serious trouble. Let me tell you what I can do to you, Elton. I can write a letter of reprimand, be placed in 201 file. Matter of fact, I am going to do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to change your attitude on alcohol abuse. And from now on, I've got my eye on you, Elton. You got that?
Yes, sir.
That'll be all.
How long have you been in E5 now?
A week and a half, sir.
A week and a half. Well, you know, when you pin on those stripes, you assume a whole bunch of responsibilities, and one of those responsibilities is to look out for your people not only during duty hours, but off duty as well. Well, you know, technically, you're just as guilty for the guy's death as the guy that was driving the car, because as an NCO, you let 2 of your men drive away in an intoxicated state.
The emergency room blood alcohol report requested by Kentucky State Police. There's an official copy. That's admissible in court as readily as blood alcohol tests taken by the police. States blood alcohol at 0.18. That's way high for someone you tell me is only a moderate drinker. It's a very strong case for the government. Recommend trial by general court-martial.
Well, sir, you know, this is his first offense. I mean, he's married, they got a baby, they live in a small apartment, got no money really to speak of. I mean, up to now, he's been a real decent soldier.
This is an adult who's responsible for his own actions, just like the rest of us are here, whether we're in the Army or not. And especially in the Army, as you well know, Captain, we've got to depend on these people for our mission. If they're going to be professionals, they've got to behave responsibly at all times, or we can't count on them when things get hot. And remember, Captain, you got a dead soldier.
Okay, sir, manslaughter it is. Let's go with it.
Well, the civilian authorities have decided to let the Army prosecute, and after reviewing all the facts and circumstances in this case, your CO's decided to charge you with manslaughter and recommend that the charge be tried at a general court-martial.
Manslaughter? That's awful rough, isn't it, Captain Hober? We were just having a good time. It was an accident. I didn't mean to hurt him or anything.
Rough? Yeah, well, I guess it is, but let's look at the facts. You were drunk, your car smells of booze, you pass out and run off the road, and as it says in the police report, on the way to get some totally awesome margaritas. This wasn't just an accident. Nobody made you drink and drive. You made that choice yourself, didn't you?
Yes, sir. But I didn't think anything would happen.
Well, nobody ever does, do they, soldier?
No, sir.
All right, then, let's get on with it. Let me explain some of your rights in the upcoming proceedings. I've been appointed to serve as your defense counsel. Now, you may also hire your own attorney at no expense to the government. And I believe you have a civilian attorney, don't you?
Yes, sir. Mr. Cobb helped us out at first.
Mr. Cobb's still working on your case?
No, not really. I don't think he knows much about UCMJ. Do I need him?
Well, that's your choice. It'd be best, though, if you had him call me, then make up your mind. In any case, let's continue. Once the charges are preferred, they'll be investigated under the provisions of Article 32 of the Uniform Code of Military Justice by an officer outside your chain of command. Do you know what's going to happen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that'll be all for now.
I concur with the Article 32 investigating officer's recommendation that a general court-martial try Private Bratton for manslaughter.
Colonel Thompson, what is the maximum punishment under the code?
Sir, for involuntary manslaughter, 3 years confinement at hard labor, a dishonorable discharge, reduction to E1, and forfeiture of all pay and allowances.
What a tragedy. But I agree with the recommendation. Let's proceed with the general court-martial.
After Private Bratton was removed from the vehicle and the MTs were putting him on the stretcher, I attempted to have a conversation with Private Bratton. He was very incoherent. I also smelled an odor of alcoholic beverage about Private Bratton.
Doctor, I now show you Prosecution Exhibit 5 and ask if you can identify it.
Yes, sir. This is a blood chemistry report that we requested that was ordered by the State Highway Patrol.
What was the concentration specifically?
It was 0.18%.
The court will come to order. Let the record reflect that all parties who were present when the court closed are again present in the court. Colonel Lehman, has the court made its findings in this case?
It has.
Private Bratton, please rise. You may announce the findings, Colonel Lehman.
It is my duty as president of this court to inform you that this court-martial finds you, Private First Class James E. Bratton, of all specifications and charges, guilty.
No, Jimmy, no.
Please be seated. There will be a 20-minute recess before this court reconvenes for the sentencing proceedings. Has the court reached the sentence in this case, Colonel Lehman?
It has.
Private Bratton, please rise. You may announce the sentence, Colonel Lehman.
Private First Class James E. Bratton, it is my duty as president of this court to inform you that this court-martial sentences you to forfeit all pay and allowances, to be reduced to the grade of Private E1, to be confined for 1 year, and to be discharged from the service with a bad conduct discharge.
Jimmy! Jimmy! You better get up. You're gonna be late for the party.
What's the matter?
I just had the weirdest dream. It was more like a nightmare.
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure I know.
You're not making any sense.
I know, but it was so real. Elton had his party. Then I got drunk. I wrecked the car. I killed Gary. The worst part wasn't what happened to me. It was seeing what was going to happen to you and Jimmy.
It was just a dream.
And I think you had to be there. So real. I hope that never happened.
Well, you go on to the party and have a good time. Drive carefully.
Don't worry. After that drink, I won't drink.